Crucible program's a new initiative at Queen's to give some time, space and resources for researchers to get together. It can be difficult for people to meet across different disciplines. So the Crucible programme is a way for people to come together, to connect, to build relationships that hopefully in the longer term will lead to some collaboration through the sharing of ideas and knowledge. We've brought everyone here today at the lovely surroundings of the Nadri Inn and the river room here as a way to get them away from the campus in some ways, because it's just, as I said already, it's been giving people time to get into a space that they wouldn't usually be in, and give them a little time to reflect and engage with other researchers. I suppose in the long term we want to talk about seeding the university with people who have that sort of interdisciplinary frame of mind. They want to get together and look at new ways and explore ways of working together that might hopefully lead to some new ideas, some new projects and maybe some new funding in the longer term. They'll benefit by just the connections that will be created here today that may not immediately lead to anything, but hopefully over the medium and longer term there's going to be groups of people there who can connect and work together. I suppose what people get from today is they hear all the stories. We've already heard from 20 odd people about why they do research, what's brought them to this, how they do research, what different ways they do things. There's an awful lot in here about AI and the links and that and the new ways of people working together. But I suppose it's something then they're creating that cohort of people here essentially over the next 9 months. People are here today for 2 days. In December they'll meet up again for 2 days, and in April they'll meet up for the final lab. So hopefully by the end of that we will have developed that cohort of people and colleagues who can sort of get together, and those relationships will extend over time. So the Crucible programme itself is 6 days, so 3 labs, and lab 1 today. It's all facilitated by colleagues from Leeds University's Horizon Institute, which is Leeds University's vehicle for encouraging, supporting interdisciplinary research. So we have Samantha Aspinall and Dave Riley. Today's lab is more about thinking for researchers to think outwardly facing and how they connect, whether it's through policy makers or through the media. So other people contributing today will be Anne Watt, who's the director of Pivotal, a local future-looking policy forum. We also then have Claire Patterson from Belfast City Council, who's a policy manager in their inclusive growth and anti-poverty unit. So they're focusing on the policy side. And then tomorrow we will have people more from the media and communication side. So we have David Monahan from the BBC, who's the head of educational content at BBC Northern Ireland. And we also have our colleague Colin Heatley, who's a research communications manager within arts, humanities and social sciences. The whole idea of Crucible has arisen from our fellowship academy at Queen's, and that's been a way for us to create a community of early career academics. And I suppose over the past few years we have really put a lot of time into building a community there. And so I suppose what we thought the next step was to try, the people got to know each other and engage with each other. But we want to try and see, well, can they take it a wee step further? Can they sort of start developing ideas that'll maybe lead into projects? Maybe not by the end of this year or anything, but those relationships are there for the longer term. I suppose ultimately that's what we want Crucible to deliver. It's about collaboration. It's about people talking to each other, getting to know each other, building relationships, creating partnerships that will lead to research collaborations.